Guys, what is up? I've got some things to catch up on. I have gotten a lot of mail recently, but I wanted to start with some eye candy here for you to look at. This is a 1935 Diamond Star Greenberg error. As you can see, his last name is spelled incorrectly there. I purchased this card raw, I guess probably 2 years ago now, maybe. I had it graded. This card in an identical PSA 5 grade just sold for over almost $900. It just shows you the power of this hobby, and it's the power and the place that vintage is right now is just pretty much unprecedented, and it's very exciting to see where it's going. Unfortunately, sometimes these things tend to have a market correction, so we'll see what comes of the market. But I just wanted to show some things that I got in. I was on a little bit of a Ginter kick with opening some Ginter X, so I figured to pick up a couple of Ginter minis that he has. This is the Black Border mini from 2006. Greenberg was only in the first ever year of Allen Ginter, which was 2006. So this is the Black Border mini, and this is the A&G back. Just some fun stuff here. I like the minis. This is actually a pretty amazing gift from Bradley. Sorry, there's a tape on it. Griffey Hoarder 24. He said that he found this card in one of his boxes while just going through some things, and this is one that I did not have. And as you can see here, it's numbered to only 10. And I was really fully anticipating purchasing this card from Bradley, and he insisted that because he really just found this thing, and first of all, I don't even know how you forget about a card like this, but he said that he really didn't realize he had it, I guess, for the past 5 years, and he just sent it to me. Bradley, if you're watching this video, I can't really thank you enough for this, and just think it's such an amazing card, and what an even better gesture by a true gentleman of our hobby. If you don't subscribe to him, he's Griffey24, Griffey Hoarder 24, and he's really an amazing guy and has a pretty unbelievable Ken Griffey Jr. collection. The next cards here I'm going to show you are actually from the 80s. I befriended a man who lives in Michigan through a friend of mine. He had been a dealer and really since the 70s, and he's had like articles published. He's since retired now, but he sent me just a lot of cool things. I'm going to show you a few of the things he sent me. The cards I'm going to show you are from the 1981 Detroit News Tiger set. So this is the 35 Tigers, and Greenberg is here. This is the team that won the pennant. Actually, I think they won the World Series that year. 34 Tigers, and Greenberg is there in the corner. This one is from 1985. Oh, shit. 1985 sports design. He just sent these to me. He's a really just generous man. 45. Greenberg's on this team, but he's actually not in this picture, which I thought is really funny. Here's the one of his standalone. And 40, he is there in the back. So he sent me all these cards of Greenberg and then some other things I'm about to show you. I bought this Wheaties panel off of eBay, and I got one. This is a second variation, the same year, 1940. Got one at the National, if you guys can remember. So I'm going to have this one and the one that's PSA graded across in SGC. Just to keep it consistent. This was one of the things that my new friend sent me. This is a 1936 Gaudi wide pen premium type 1. It's not in nice condition. It's got some creases here and there's a rip here, but I mean, listen, it is a really kind gesture, and one that I certainly did not expect at all. So he sent me that. He sent me this great Hall of Fame postcard that was actually used, which I found to be super cool. This I think that looks like 1976 or 75. That it was, yeah, 76 is dated here. Um, so if you wanted to read that, you can, I guess, pause the video and read it. I read it earlier, but yeah, the stamp cost 9 cents. Um, and you could see the postcard was actually used and sent. And I thought that was so cool. He also sent me this great fine pen premium, which is actually, as you could see, has some creases here and some creases in the corner. It's actually an upgrade from my existing one that I showed in my most recent live stream. And I think it has some writing here on the back. It's very faint, but I saw it the other day. Maybe not. I thought it was maybe on this one, but it could be on the wide pen. Anyway, so the last two pickups and just some more eye candy. The last two pickups are pretty fantastic. I made a trade with our good buddy Mr. Michael Shane. Get better soon. And we essentially traded signed 1939 play ball Hank Greenberg cards. I sent mine in the mail today, and I got this in the mail just the other day. This is a sharp black ink signature, and the card is just amazing. I've now owned 3 different copies of a signed 39 play ball, and this is probably like my 6th 39 play ball card after like upgrading so many times. This is the uppercase lettering variation on the back. But I just have an affinity for signed vintage, and when Michael gets better enough, he will show you what he picked up as well. And I mean, what a beautiful card and an amazing signature. We had a contact who is a Jewish autograph collector. He lives actually in Washington State, and he probably has like 2 signed rookie cards, and all of the major issues that he has of Hank Greenberg are signed. So he sort of in the process of selling off his dupes, and he has a pretty unbelievable collection, not just of Hank Greenberg, but of any Jewish ball player. So we work on him every once in a while. We try to like pry some things away from him, but luckily able to make a trade for this one. The one that I traded away was the card was in actually quite better condition, and the autograph was signed in green ink, and it was already SGC graded and authenticated. So Michael certainly preferred that one because he prefers green ink and Greenberg. Just all makes sense. So happy to make this trade. I really love the look of this, and the autograph is super clean here. Love that. The last piece here, something I've been waiting on. Actually, I'm going to put this in the spotlight here so you can just take a look at it. I've been trying to acquire this card for the past, I don't know, month and a half or so, like prior to the National and post-National. Actually, it's probably almost been 2 months. Long story about the way I acquired this card, but that's really not the important part. This thing is an absolute freaking stunner. And I cannot wait to cross that bad boy. That's going to look so good in the SGC holder. No offense to PSA, but your gaskets suck. This thing is just super clean and a huge upgrade from the SGC 50 or a 4 that I had. This is now tied for best condition of a gum card that I have in my collection, with the 41 double play from the same year actually, that I just got graded at the National. But you can see just how crisp these corners are. And the color is good too. Just really an outstanding copy of this card. I say copy, but it's not a copy, it's an original. So this is the prize for sure. I've had some great luck lately, and I have some more things coming in. So when they're here, I will share them. I really love sharing it with you guys. I love the comments. I love watching your collections grow, and this community and this hobby is unlike any other, and I really value it. And thanks, guys, for watching. And as Nate says, happy collecting!